Good afternoon, everybody. You've got John Tennant, Jenny Larson, and I'm Bobby Elkins, and we're all with the Jim Allen Group. And we thought we'd talk a little bit today about buyers and sellers. John, you have a few questions?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about buyers. Topic one. So when somebody is ready to take that initial investment and look at buying some property, buying a house for themselves or their family, what is the first step that they need to make sure that, is taken care of?
Well, John and Jenny, I think the first step that they need to take is they need to make sure that they are able to purchase a new home. So that's working
right.
with a good lender.
Right, and here at HBW we have a lot of preferred lenders. We have Town Mortgage, we have Thomas Eller at First State Bank, and a couple others depending on the situation that you're in. One might be better for you than the other. Now, do you have anything else to?
Well, yeah, sometimes, John, the credit unions are a good source too,
also,
but this is where your realtor will be so helpful in leading you into the right direction.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yes, for sure. Step number one, to find a lender. In this case, you can find out what's your price range,
What you qualify for?
What you qualify for,
Right.
and also you can qualify. Maybe you want to buy a house for 200,000, but you can qualify for 300,000.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, you have to understand, like, do you want to stay in that price range or you can go over? So it's very important to understand how much you can qualify for
Mhm.
and what you actually want to buy for.
Right, and the pre-qualification letter is actually a lot easier to get than most people probably think, right?
You can do some of it online. Most of all these major lenders, regardless of the ones that you select, have got online applications.
Okay.
And so it goes ahead and gets information that only the lender can see and that they can go ahead and use and start the process with no cost to you
Mhm.
to know what you're qualified to buy, even though the lender may say you're qualified to buy much higher than that. At least you know what you can and cannot do.
Right, and some people might be a little hesitant to reach out to a lender because they don't want them to pull their credit or see their tax history and stuff. How is a buyer kind of at ease into this process,
John, that is a really good question. In the initial process, the lender would not be pulling a credit check.
Right.
So the credit is preserved, and of course, you have got certain guidelines in the lending industry when you're buying a new home about shopping around for the right lender that will not affect your credit.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Good.
Very important to understand, especially for first-time home buyers. Tell the lenders that you are first-time home buyers, because in North Carolina we have a special programs for this type of buyers,
Mm-hmm.
and they can get some of the covering of closing costs and some other programs. So it's very
Right.
important to tell your lender that you're first-time home buyer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of really good programs out there, especially if you're a veteran. I know first-time home buyers have the possibility to get the FHA loan,
Yeah.
which is 3.5% down on a house, and if you can cover your closing costs, that's pretty significant. So I mean, and right now the rates are unbelievably low.
Yeah, we keep hearing they can't get any lower, but
Right.
it does look like that they're going to continue to go down. But don't use that hope that it's going to go down 1/8%.
Right.
To keep you from going ahead and getting invested as your new home. What's going to happen when the market goes back wild like it was prior to COVID-19 is the demand for houses is going to get higher and higher, and we're going to see fewer and fewer opportunities for you as buyers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Okay.
So go ahead and contact mortgage companies and find out if you can qualify on your house.